Global crude oil prices have declined, but prices at the pump haven't moved, and that changes how inflation and fiscal strategy are working right now. Why isn't the benefit being passed on? Because fuel pricing is not purely market driven. And by the end of this video, you'll understand how fuel prices are structured, why price cuts are delayed, and who actually benefits when crude falls but retail prices stay frozen. Most consumers believe that if crude falls, petrol should also fall. But retail fuel pricing multiple components: crude cost, refining cost, transportation, dealer commission, central excise duty, state VAT. Only one of these moves when crude falls. The others are policy driven. To understand the freeze, to look at the price structure. A simplified structure includes the base crude component, refining and distribution, central government excise, state level VAT, and dealer margin. In India, taxes form a significant portion of the final retail price. When the crude declines, governments do not automatically reduce the tax rate. Retail prices remain stable. The benefit is absorbed elsewhere. So, where does that benefit go? Taxes are a major revenue source. When crude prices fall, government import cost reduces, subsidy burden reduces, revenue flexibility increases. Instead of cutting prices, governments may improve the fiscal deficit number, build buffers, offset earlier revenue gap. Pricing becomes fiscal management. But there is another layer most people ignore. During periods of high crude prices, OMCs sometimes absorb the margin pressure. When crude falls, they recover the margin. Retail price freeze allows the balance sheet repair. This improves corporate stability, but consumers do not immediately see the relief. And this directly affects the inflation dynamic. Fuel will influence the transportation cost, logistics, manufacturing input cost, and food distribution. If retail prices fall, inflation may ease. If retail prices remain stable, inflation moderation is slower. Crude fall alone does not guarantee CPI relief. Policy determines pass-through timing. Now, consider what happens. Crude rises again. If the crude rises, retail prices may increase quickly. If crude falls, retail prices may remain unchanged. Now, this creates asymmetry in consumer experience. Delayed benefit, immediate burden. This is structural, not accidental. So, who benefits during a freeze? When crude decline, but retail prices stay flat, government fiscal position improves. OMC margins recover. Revenue volatility reduces. Consumers benefit only if the policy shifts. Fuel pricing becomes macro balance. So, what should investors monitor? Investors should track the Brent crude trends, excise announcement, OMC earning, fiscal deficit data, inflation trajectory. If crude remains low for extended period, pass-through becomes more probable. Short-term fluctuation rarely trigger immediate retail. Crude pricing is global. Retail pricing is fiscal. Pass-through depends on policy priority. Many discussion focuses on emotions. Professional analysis focus on structure. If you want structured financial explanation, grounded in fiscal mechanics rather than the headline, that is what this channel provides. Crude oil falling does not automatically lower the fuel price. Retail pricing reflects the fiscal strategy, and fiscal strategy determines the timing.